All right, hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of Live SEO Support with your favorite SEOs in the world, Nick and Chris of sirlinksalot.co. Hey Nick, how you doing today?
1 second, I'm getting some replay.
Some replay, what does that mean?
No worries. All right, we're good.
You're good? All right.
Okay, yeah, I apologize for my pale complexion in comparison to Christopher. The lighting here isn't as good. I think my camera isn't as good either, but definitely the internet is not as good as where I'm at. I'm currently on semi-permanent vacation, a ways away in the country. So the internet's not great out here, but it's good enough for us to get together and come over here and answer your important questions because whether I'm pixelated or not, I think I can still answer these things
Like, comment, and
alongside.
subscribe if Nick's
Oh my
internet
gosh,
connection sucks and he
please.
should
Yeah.
get back on better internet.
Boom.
But yeah, hopefully, yeah, how long do you think it's gonna be, how long do you think you're gonna be out there for?
Maybe like 3 months or so,
3 months,
two to
okay.
4 months, somewhere like that. Yeah, we'll
Okay, you're
see.
gonna be there for like a year.
I don't think so, no. I'd venture to guess I'd be back in Austin area, like November, December, probably.
Yeah, we don't know. I guess we can talk about this a little bit, can we? Just about the market.
I mean, it's an offshoot.
Yeah.
It's not worthwhile. Let's go into
All
SEO.
right, guys. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We've got some stuff in the backlog. We've got a couple audits we're gonna be doing today. We've got some questions that people have asked since we had to delay the stream a day, basically, so Nick could get set up in his new location. But yeah, we'll start getting to that stuff. And if you're watching live, go ahead and drop us questions in the chat and we will get to you. All right, so let's go ahead and get going. Do you want to start with the audits or the other questions?
Let's start with the audits. Get a little warm up going. See what's going on here.
All right. So I guess, okay, so this is our first audit that we've done in separate locations like this. So I guess what I'm going to do
Oh
is I'll
yeah,
just do it
right.
on my screen and then
Mm-hmm.
you'll just watch me, whatever.
Okay.
Okay. Trying to be really careful just since it's kind of a new setup with not showing it on the wrong screen and
Yeah.
whatnot. Here, let me get something for them to look at. Bear with me 1 second.
Looks like it's doing fine to me. Just getting started, really. At a glance.
All right. So here's for you guys to look at. Um, yeah, so as you can see, oh my God, this is bothering me that I can't get it lined up perfectly.
Chris is a little OCD. I don't know if you guys know this, but now that I've mentioned it, you might start to notice his OCD ticks, especially during live feed.
Well, I want it to be nice and centered for the people watching at home. All right. Anyway, yeah, as you can see, the site's got about 142 backlinks from 40 referring domains. So yeah, 40 referring domains really isn't that many links. DR 13 with 41 referring domains, I'd actually say it's pretty good
Yeah.
without looking
Yeah,
into
it
it.
probably has pretty good quality links going to it.
Yeah, just would seem like yeah, the links going to it are going to be pretty decent if you already got 13 DR, 41 referring domains. It's only got about 237 organic keywords, which really isn't that many. And you can see right here, the traffic and keywords both look like they're trending upwards. And sorry, I don't know if I
But I
should
think we
say
should.
whose site this is. This is I don't even know if I have it written down. One second. Um, I'll just say this. It's an Australian site.
Yeah, so it's a
Um,
local site, right?
yeah,
For a yeah, like a local company.
yeah. Um, I guess we don't really need to
Looks
hide
really
it. We don't really
nice.
need to hide the niche on this one. It's not really a secret niche or anything. Um,
Yeah, advertising,
yeah,
marketing.
it's kind of marketing, advertising kind of niche yeah, it's a local Australian kind of company, right? Site looks good.
Mhm.
But that's not what we're really here to audit. Let me go ahead and
How many pages index, just out of curiosity?
just let me see what he says real quick.
Yeah.
Hi, could you please audit the backlinks of the site based in a specific city in Australia? I would like to grow the traffic over some target keywords, and he gives us one of his keywords, but unsure if the link profile is sufficient as the market is quite saturated. Do I need pillow links or something like that? Um, all right, so let's go ahead and just check out backlinks. What were you going to say, Nick?
I just want to know how big the site was, how many pages were indexed in Google, but we can go over the backlinks. I didn't realize that was his question.
It's got 103 pages, so it's not a
So,
small site. It's not really a big site
yeah,
either, but
pretty decent for local though.
yeah, I guess it would really just depend like what a lot of those pages are, right? If they're just kind
Mm-hmm.
of like junk, or if it's kind of like just something that's like auto-generating, or if it's actually
Mm.
content. Does he have a blog or anything? Does have a blog. It looks like he's doing a good amount of content marketing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm guessing a lot of these pages are just blog posts. Actually, that's quite a bit, which is nice. Always good to see sites that actually have content rather than,
Looks like good content too, not just at a glance. It looks like good content.
definitely got some, looks like good content to me.
Yeah, okay. So, I mean, overall site looks good. And into the backlinks.
All right, so yeah, just go and dive into backlinks. So yeah, we're just checking in Ahrefs, of course, like always. Um, I got a couple of PBNs. Oh, I don't know what this one is.
Maybe forum or comment.
Maybe a couple of PBNs. Um,
Well, no, I don't think those are PBNs. Open them up. I think they're just client sites with footer, yeah, footer stuff.
yeah, could be. Yep, you're right. They're doing the footer links. What do you think about those footer links?
I think they're fine so long as you're not overdoing them. But if you are doing business with us, it means you're probably doing backlinking campaigns, and that's fine. Unless you're using like PBNs, and then sometimes it can help tie a network together and wouldn't be the best thing. So just be cautious of how you use those, is whenever you do use them, you're essentially tying a network together. I don't do it on any of my client sites or any of my personal sites. I keep
Mhm.
everything very separate. But I think different people have different business models and therefore different backlinking campaigns. But it's something I personally stay away from because I'm heavy on backlinking.
Yeah, so I mean, the links look pretty natural to me.
Yeah, it looks like you've got a good amount of
Here we go.
Pillowing, we're
Here we go
looking
with the
at
blog
blog
spots.
spots, we're looking at like
I'm telling you, man,
different.
everyone is getting this stuff, or Ahrefs is showing it for everyone now.
Yeah, this looks like newer stuff though, because you see there's blogspot /2021, whatever.
Yeah,
So maybe they did some of this too. I don't know why they always go with such long, crazy anchors, or why that.
it's just
Yeah, I don't know.
whatever weird automation stuff is doing this. Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, but you input the anch. Yeah, it's weird. Yeah. So overall, I mean, like, y y this niche,
Oh, look.
you're going to be dealing with a lot of saturation. And the metro you're talking about is one of the largest metros in Australia, I believe, or it's up there, right? So extreme competition. So when we talk about that, um, from a referring domains and backlinking standpoint, you are a very new site. I mean, you've got like 40, I think, referring domains, right? A lot of this is good pillowing. A lot of it is also good links overall. Where are you at in your current position of backlinking? You need to just keep going, keep doing what you're doing because obviously it's working. You've got a nice spike in Ahrefs showing natural movement in the SERPs. Um, and yeah, your link profile looks healthy. What about his anchors? Let's
I was just
check
gonna
those
say,
out.
what's cool about this backlink profile compared to a lot of the backlink profiles we look at is I would actually say more than half of his links are over DR50,
Mm.
or about half, or more than half or more are over DR50, which is kind of cool. So yeah, he's been working on a lot of like kind of higher authority stuff, rather than. And see, then all these like low authority ones, a lot of them are just the blog spots.
Go up top again.
And then you've got, a
Well,
bunch
I
of
mean, a lot of these though are just like
directories and stuff. Yeah.
directories and stuff like that. So it's like, he's asking about pillow links, but quite honestly, no, you're probably in direction to move more towards authority style links now. Kind of use the higher end stuff and keep pushing the higher end stuff.
Yeah, it looks like you're
Uh,
you're probably pillowed quite good, especially because Ahrefs
mhm.
doesn't really show all the pillow links that you already have. Um, I mean, you can always add a little bit more. Like, you could get like one of our pillow link packs if you wanted to, if you think you were lacking a little bit. But yeah, as far as what I would just keep moving forward with building high authority links, like niche edits or guest posts, um, on relevant sites, or articles in your niche or whatever. Um,
What do his anchors look like? Because at a glance, I'm going to say, yeah, it looks good. Pretty well diversified, very random, etc.
it's got a couple kind of money anchors that are a little bit up there. I don't think this has an actual money.
Well, that's fine though. I mean, it's not many. Yeah, I would keep going primarily to the homepage. I mean, your homepage is probably the one based on the niche you're going after is probably the one that's going to be ranking for majority of the SERPs you're targeting. So, you can be pretty safe, especially since you have a partial match domain, right? So that's something else for the viewers to know. Partial match domain in marketing advertising Australia. And yeah, overall, I mean, this is probably somebody who's just a little bit uneasy at reading the backlinks, but you're doing well. Keep going, primarily with homepage targeted links, but you could probably stand to get a little bit aggressive at least every month,
We'll see
maybe
that.
like 10% money
Well, here,
anchors
look at this, Nick.
to
So,
certain things.
so this is where he's based at, right? You can see this,
Yeah. Hmm.
and he wants to basically rank for this, which is it's going to be a huge keyword with a lot of
Yeah, that's what I told
competition.
them. Yeah. Hmm.
Like, and the people who rank for this keyword are going to kind of know what they're doing theoretically.
Yeah.
Um, Here, let's go ahead and look up one of his competitors for that keyword. We're gonna look up the search real quick. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just searching for your keyword. Oh, I'd have to search from the location though.
Yeah, you can use
I search from, yeah.
isearchfrom.com.
I don't want to use that. Can't remember it. There we go. The first one is just an EMD.
Yeah,
Um, is it
that's
searching
a
from the
good
right?
EMD.
Jesus. These aren't returning any local sites. Did I not use this correctly?
I don't know how. Well, also go back to search from and then in the bottom portion, city.
Yeah.
Mm.
Let's try that.
And I really don't know how well this website works anymore. I haven't really used it in quite some time. But again, if you guys aren't familiar with it, you go to isearchfrom.com and it's going to give you an ability to search what pops up in a specific SERP,
I'm just not seeing any local stuff.
geolocated.
I mean, so we got the map pack at the top, right?
Hmm.
But then all 10 of the organic listings are all like mega international agency type things.
Yeah, well, I mean, just for the sake of it, like since I mean, yeah, I'm not sure whether this is what actually would pop up if we were over there, but the map pack is probably going to be our best opportunity to see what competition looks like. Especially, I'm hoping his site is in the map pack because it's typically easier to get up there with a very targeted site than into the other organic rankings, organic
We
listings.
can't actually see these sites.
Yeah, you should be able to.
And we can't.
It won't.
No. Here, I'm just gonna do this. See, it's actually a different listing here when we do it like this.
Yeah, of course.
Actually have some like local, there's a local site, local, well, of course you got like the big ones that are just showing like a localized inner page or whatever. So do you want to look at the top in the map pack or do you want to go look up like some of these pages?
I mean, I would look up map pack personally. And just get rid of all that tracking stuff. Yeah.
Really not that many.
No.
What the?
So
That's kind of
we just put
crazy.
in a random one popping up for the map pack. And
So
so in
number one is
comparison
number
to
one in the
your,
map pack.
yeah, when we look from Texas,
And it's only got about 122 referring domains, which really is not that many. I mean, you've got 40, which is not that many either, but 122 really isn't much.
but it's also a DR of 38.
Yeah.
So,
So
you have to consider 40 more so pillow style links versus this guy could have a handful of pillow links. Oh, I guess we can look. I mean, open up backlinks.
look at those PBNs.
Not
They think
PBNs.
they're the same thing.
Well, you can look over here, anchor and backlink, and you
Oh
can
yeah,
see
yeah, yeah.
copyright, etc.
You're right. You're right.
So there also something that's very important to note is that it's an EMD, right? This one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to have a strong strategic advantage by using that EMD and then getting exact match anchors for the target that the site we're auditing for wants to go after as well. So 130 some odd domains
Yeah.
or referring domains probably goes quite a bit
But it's
further.
still
We also noticed the traffic value on this thing is through the roof. Keywords are doing really
I'm
well.
still pretty, but of course it's going to be hard finding them since they're an EMD, right? But just the fact that they only have 122 referring domains, it feels it's kind of like a plus, right? It's not
Yeah, but I
insane.
mean for local, yeah, you're gonna find some of that. But let's see what the quality of their domains backlinks look like.
So yeah, oops, I don't like using that new one.
I like the new one.
So yeah, they've got, a ton from their clients.
Yeah.
So,
And you got to remember, I guess, I don't do it, but I'm also not a local agency, right? I don't do any of that stuff anymore, really. But when you do get footer links, agency footer links, oftentimes you're going to be working in the same city or surrounding cities or generalized area that you're looking to rank for as well. And so what are we getting there is added relevance through the backlinks, right? If it's a bunch of businesses in whatever metro pointing back at somebody that wants to rank in that metro, it's probably going to be beneficial.
well, I will say
Um,
this, just to kind of cut you off a little bit. Even though this site has about triple the amount of links, they have about the same amount of high authority links.
hmm,
Like you can see from the top right here, they really don't have that many that are over DR 50, right? And
hmm.
then it goes, they got another 2 pages of links that are under DR 50. And a lot of them seem kind of like pillow links,
Hmm.
directories.
Power of an EMD.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. But overall, I mean, like I think I don't imagine there's much more we can audit for this guy. I mean, you're on the right path. It's just keep building. You are in a more competitive market. If you want to get a strategic advantage before you get to going after these giant terms, you'll target smaller metros surrounding that area. Try and get up in like organic for that. And then
I just pulled up
keep
another
keep doing
competitor
content.
as well, and
Mhm.
about the same, 120 referring domains.
And this is well, not even a PMD. This is just more of a brand, really.
Yeah, it's got kind of a partial, yeah,
Yeah,
more of a
it's
branded.
like it says, there's got to be some. It's tied in, but it's yeah, more of a brand. But this one, look at the traffic value and organic traffic. It's also not ranking for much. However, it's
Yeah.
ranking for the one that matters in the map pack. And Ahrefs, I don't think gives you map pack data,
Mm.
so that's why that looks so low.
Yeah, the other site could have just been doing a lot more content marketing, I guess.
But see, I mean, it's like, all right, well, continue along. Let's say, you've got a certain budget for backlinking. Over the course of the next 6 months, you could be up with these guys,
For
as
sure.
far as, the amount of referring domains you've got, et cetera. So I don't think you're any like, you're not at a loss or anything like that, but yeah, you've got to just keep on building.
Yeah, and like we said before, I wouldn't really worry about pillow links too much. I would just keep working on the kind of the higher authority stuff,
Hmm.
or some links from like some local kind of sources as well, right?
And it looks
Um,
like you've got good content going. However, I don't know if much of your content is based around keyword research or anything that somebody might look up in a specific metro. I think it's more so kind of generalized, not targeting any SERPs. And while it's good content, you could also stand to do some good keyword research and go after some
like
topics
local
that would help
keywords.
get traffic to your site. Yeah, either local or like just more random, easier, relevant content to advertising and marketing that you could even put out as like a national campaign on the blog.
Yeah. Yeah, if this was my site, I'll just pretty much work on higher authority niche edits and guest posts, or even like mid authority will be fine. Um,
Yeah, keep on working.
yeah, keep popping those, get some local links, keep going. I would say you
But
can
you're in
even,
a good position, so
yeah,
no need to
I would
freak.
say stuff
Yeah.
looks good. Your competition actually doesn't look that crazy.
Mm-mm.
Keep it up. Looks good.
Well, competition in map pack. So hopefully you've got a map pack and you're
Yeah,
taking
that's
advantage of that. If
true.
not, get one.
The organic listings definitely looked a bit rougher.
Hmm.
Definitely had some big international companies in
Yeah.
there. Um, yeah, so as far as competing with those sites go, it's going to be a lot harder.
Yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
harder.
I'm guessing that some of those are like tenfold what we just looked at.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna look them up. I know some of those
Yeah, they're
companies, they're
just
really
bigger.
big. So yeah, you're probably gonna definitely wanna shoot for the map pack, right? Um, but in shooting for the map pack, you're gonna be shooting for those organic listings as well. So um, yeah, let's see. Where are we going next? Do you want to do other questions, or you just want to jump into the other audit?
May as well just do the other audit real quick, right?
All right.
And we said we are going to slow down on the audits, but you guys and girls out there seem to really like them. So I feel like if it's something you like, if it's something that you think you learn a lot more from, because we're actually navigating these sites and going through these things and telling you how we use Ahrefs and
Even though we
tools,
can't really show
to
you.
dissect this stuff. Um, then go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, and get in our SEO Roundtable group on Facebook, and let us know that you want more audits, or if you want us to audit your site. I think me and Chris kind of, yeah, we might have a product out in the near future.
Just give me 1 second. I want to make sure we're doing the right thing for this guy. Okay, so he didn't really give too much info on what he wants. So okay, just to start this one off, we're doing another site audit. This one is in. Well, here, let me go ahead and pull up a picture real quick.
Just got an idea. Oh, I gotta write it down.
Are you like getting out like a pen and paper?
It's like I have post-it notes. I still like using post-it notes a lot for random ideas over typing it, but I guess I'll type it.
All right, so yeah, I've got the just a little snapshot for you guys for the second audit we're going to be doing today. Um, yeah, of course we can't disclose what it is or whatever. I'll just say
So
it's in the tourism niche.
yeah,
Um,
local
yeah,
tourism.
kind of a local, yeah, tourism about a specific place. Um, yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and dive into this one. And so for this one, he had just said that there's like a mini SEO audit or just in general audit. He didn't really have any specific questions. Guess he just wanted a little audit, see um, how he's doing or where he should go or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, so the site itself is pretty small. I mean, it's not like super duper small, but it's pretty small. 46 URLs are indexed on Google right now. Um, this is the site itself.
So it's not the prettiest site,
Yeah, not the prettiest site
but that's not going to affect ranking, but it might affect user experience.
for sure. Yeah, as far as conversion rate optimization, like actually, converting traffic that lands on your site, you might want to. Um, there's a lot of
I
there's a
guess
lot.
let's check out his tours pages because he's probably not ranking home page, I guess.
Okay, this is better.
It's a little better, yeah. It's still big text blocks, lots of
But it hits you with a nice picture, then you get into
yeah. Yeah, the booking and stuff. Actually, it looks pretty good. That looks yeah. It's broken down pretty well. Trust badges. Yeah, it doesn't look that bad. It doesn't look bad.
I'm just
Sorry.
kind of
I'm being nitpicky, but it's not
I'm
bad,
just
yeah.
checking out the basic on page real quick. Yeah, we're not going to go like super in depth, like on page or like the actual structure of your site or anything. It's not really. But yeah, I mean, just at a quick look, the basic on page looks. I'd say it looks good.
Yeah.
Have you ever been here, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have too. Yeah. So yeah, not that big of a site. 110 referring domains. Got a bunch of keywords. 2.4K organic keywords. Not too much traffic.
Pretty low DR for the amount of RD that it's got.
Yeah. So the audit we were looking at before only had about 40 referring domains, and their DR was I think 38, which is actually quite
No, 13, 38 was their competitor.
okay. Um,
But still, yeah, I mean, this is double the referring domains and a bit less DR. I'm guessing it's mainly, pillow style links that he's got going here.
yeah, you'd expect it to be a little higher.
But he's healthy in the SERPs. Um, you know, he's it looks like he's had quite a bit of volatility over
Yeah, you can see the keywords are constantly in these
time.
ups and downs, right?
And that could just be as simple as like fighting for one keyword, popping in and out of
Wouldn't that
page
be more on
one.
traffic though,
Or
rather than the amount of keywords?
oh yeah, that's
Like
true.
that would be more up here. I'm not really sure what
Mhm.
would cause something like this. Um, yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
definitely
maybe updates. I mean, we're looking at the widest.
for sure.
We're looking at since 2018, 16,
Yeah, definitely a
2016.
little volatile. Um, looks to be trending up both keywords and traffic recently, which of course is
Yeah,
nice. Um, all right, let's go ahead and we'll just start with anchors on this one.
yeah,
So yeah, we're using Ahrefs, and we're not gonna be able to show you exactly what we're looking at because we don't want to give away the guy's site and what he's doing or anything. But yeah, so we're just looking at the anchor text he's using. Number one used anchor text is money keyword. Number two as well. Um,
yeah. I mean, honestly, it looks all
a
right.
bunch of these are
I would
bots.
probably like if we got this in MLB, first three course of action would just be a homepage, and naked branded and generic anchors. Probably for the first couple of months, just to I don't know, really hammer in some more natural anchors because you are a little heavy on the money anchors in comparison to how we normally do things. But you're healthy in the SERP, so Google's not adversely affecting you. However, I'm pretty sure we could make it skyrocket with a couple months of doing that.
Yeah, it's kind of got a bit of an EMD type thing going on.
So it probably lets them get away with a little bit more than what
I don't
somebody
really
else
see
could
any
get away with.
branded anchor. He's not really utilizing branded anchors here.
hmm
So that's one
No.
thing I would really do because you've got this domain name that's I don't know if it's actually that might not be like your best keyword or whatever, but it's definitely a money keyword as your domain name, right? And one of the most powerful things you can do with domains like this is abuse the fact that your domain name is a keyword. So basically, you can get away
hmm
with using you use branded anchor text, which would just be the name of your website, and it because it's branded, you're allowed to get away with basically using more money keywords. If that makes sense. We've got a case study on our site where we do the exact same thing with a client site, which you can definitely check out. What I'm saying doesn't really make sense to you, but yeah, I don't really see any branded. If this was my site, I would hammer that branded anchor. That would definitely be my number one.
hmm
Wait,
Yeah, I
I'm not
agree.
seeing it anywhere on here. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't think he's used it at all. I don't see any branded anchor.
That's kind of funny.
So yeah, definitely I would just start doing tons of branded anchors right now. Of course, you want to still do other stuff because you don't want to do only branded all the time because it's going to look weird to, to Google. But I would really start, I would make that a big focus. Um, yeah, do you want to go and check out the backlinks?
Sure. Well, something I like seeing is that all these higher end backlinks we're seeing have traffic associated with their pages as well.
Mm-hmm. These two at the
Leads me to
top
believe
there.
they're all pretty good. Yeah, traffic and keywords. Leads me to believe they're all, pretty healthy links. And then, yeah, like I said, I'm guessing vast majority of them are going to be, directories and pillow style links. But yeah, I think the main thing is just, like Chris was saying, to kind of tone down what you're doing with the anchors and abuse the fact that you can use exact match for your brand, which also serves as extreme relevance to all the SERPs you want to go after in this tourism space. But overall, another site that's looking pretty good. And it's more so just about keeping your campaign going, versus needing to change the way you're doing things, really, except for maybe tone down the anchors a bit. But even
Or
then, you're sitting
tone
okay.
up the anchors.
Mm, mm, mm.
Yeah, branded. It's just normal for websites to have branded anchors. The name of their brand. Uh, Usually, maybe like the number one anchor they should have, right?
Yeah, typically, I mean, on all my sites, that'd be the case for sure.
Yeah, so definitely weird not seeing that. So by abusing it, you're actually working on your naturalness as well.
Hmm.
Just kind of funny, but I'm not really seeing anything that would cause the volatility unless it was because the links that we saw actually looked pretty okay. I didn't really see anything
Hmm.
in there that worried me. Saw a good amount of like pillowing that's been done. Saw some some links that looked a little bit like harder to get. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, some higher authority stuff. It's all real relevant, all nice. The thing that bothers me the most so far is the anchors for sure. And it doesn't even seem like that big of a deal on the anchors. It's just definitely weird that don't have any branded in here. Um, so let me see what he's ranking for real quick.
Looks like he's doing all right. Looks like he's been having some wins, probably since this last algorithm update, I'm guessing.
He's almost on page one.
One of the favored people.
It looks like he's just starting
Favored
to break on
websites.
the page one. He's like teetering on the border of page one for a lot of the keywords he wants to get.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, just keep on
let's
working.
see his top pages real quick. Or sorry, best by links. Most of the links to the home page. Almost all the links to the home page. We go to okay, so pretty much everything he wants to rank for is on the home page as well. Just kind of yeah, I mean, if it, okay, so yeah, it's like everything he wants to rank for is on the home page, and it all has to do with that's pretty close to like his domain name, right? If this was my site, I would just it's pretty much the same recommendation, well, almost the same recommendation we had for the other site, but I would just work on stuff like niche edits and guest posts, mid authority, high authority, I would focus heavily on branded anchors because that's going to help you with your keywords as well, since you have the EMD. And I would focus pretty almost exclusively to the homepage. I'd spread some other links around the site every now and then because it looks like you kind of really haven't done too much of that. So I definitely want to, spread things around a little bit, but I would still focus primarily on the homepage. Yeah, branded anchors, mid-high authority, edits and guest posts, as well as actually, I feel like you don't even with one like this. I feel like you don't even need as much like local stuff as the other one, just because of being in like the tourism niche, right?
Yeah, it's actually more of an international
Yeah,
campaign.
which actually makes it even easier for you. I feel like it's easier to get non-localized links than to get localized links. Um, but yeah, I mean you're looking pretty good. You're like right on the edge of page one for a lot of stuff you want to rank for. Yeah, just do what we said, and I think you'd be breaking on page one pretty quickly. Did you want to look up any of the competition? Is there anything else you wanted to look at, Nick?
No, I don't think so. I mean, like, it's pretty straightforward. We should probably just get to some questions for the last
I just
20
want
minutes.
to I want to look up just one of his money keywords. Let's try to find like the biggest one. Mm,
Let me just sort by volume.
these are a little bit different from what I think his main keyword is. Okay, I'm gonna go back. Because like this is more of like what his company does right here. Like you
Mm-hmm.
begin in one location, you end up at the other one.
Right.
Just look at that real quick. Let's look at their site overall. I have a feeling like this might be a big one.
Yeah, it's huge. I don't know why I know that name.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
And let's check out number two. Number two, definitely way more doable.
Mm-hmm.
They still got about triple your RD, maybe not quite triple, but they have about 300 referring domains compared to your 110. So yeah, right about triple. Their DR is only 29 though. I mean, it's about what you expect, I guess, for that many RD. I just want to look up one more. I don't want to look at TripAdvisor. Look at another one of these. So one thing that we're seeing here is for the SERP for one of your big keywords that you're trying to rank for, is it's a mix of kind of like these really big corporate kind of companies mixed in with these like much smaller companies. So of course, like the big corporate companies have much bigger sites, but then you have these other sites. Like I think this was number five. It only has 132 referring domains. So basically, what Google is showing us is that uh, they're not really leaning one way or the other as far as if they want a massive authority site for a tourism company that does a bunch of different stuff versus these much smaller sites like you can see. That's what I'm looking at right here, Nick. It's pretty much just focusing on this one thing, right? Just like
Mm-hmm.
the guy's site that we're looking at. So yeah,
Looking into, yeah.
this guy number five only has 20 more referring domains than you, um, which is awesome. I mean, so this could be you. Look at traffic value. You've actually got more keywords than him. So, his DR is about 100 is 17 compared to your DR of 10. So yeah, I would just keep pumping the authority, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, very doable, very doable. Um, yeah, anything else to add, Nick?
No, that's it.
Cool. Get this off the screen. All right. So that's it for the audits for today. Um, let's see. How are we doing on time?
Got about 10 Minolonies.
It's took a while.
Don't forget, if you like the show, like, comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Nick has a baby. He's gotta, you know,
Gotta pay for food.
feed it and stuff.
Yeah.
Nick, you look tired, man. How you doing?
I am tired today.
Yeah.
Yeah, between moving and all that stuff, I think I need just a breather day at some point soon, but I don't really know when I'll get it.
Yeah.
Such is life. You guys, you wanna go into SEO as a career, just to expect to give it your time. You have to respect it and give it your time.
All right. Oh man, this guy actually from the last one actually had a couple questions. Sorry, one second. So yeah, to tie in your other questions, I guess I'll go ahead and put these up there. In Ahrefs, if a keyword requires backlinks from 200 websites, I consider this as 200 unique domains, yeah, referring domains, to rank in the top 10. What is the best strategy around this context? For example, if 200 websites are purely guest posts or a mix of pillow plus flower links, or can it be 100% pillow link? So the links that Ahrefs shows you as referring domains, and Ahrefs doesn't actually show you all the links that you have, or Ahrefs actually sees a lot more links than it shows you, or even counts in your referring domains. It's showing you basically the links that it considers to be the most important. Sometimes some pillow links do show up in there, but in general, sites usually have, if they're doing it right, they usually have a lot more pillow links than are actually showing up in Ahrefs. When you say that's about right, Nick?
Yeah, about right.
Like for example, I know for a lot of sites that come into our
Like I
MLB and
don't
stuff.
know
Hmm?
I don't know that it's that Ahrefs doesn't catalog it, though they might, I guess to save space or something, or that their crawlers aren't quite as advanced as something like Google, right?
Well, they
Um,
say that they see them and they
oh, do they
just
say that they
yeah
do?
they say yeah because there was a big like commotion over this over maybe like a
Gotcha.
year ago or
Yeah,
something where people were saying, "Oh,
because
Majestic's actually better," and Ahrefs was
uh,
like, "No, we just like show you." Yeah,
yeah, pillow links, whenever I do them, or typically I order them and then I never think about them again. I don't try and force index anything. I
yeah.
do naked branded type anchors. I get them going. And my entire intention whenever I'm doing pillow links is typically at the beginning of a campaign or just kind of like to refresh an older campaign. But what I'm looking for is rankings, so organic keywords and traffic to increase in something like Ahrefs. And once I see that happen, I know that I've gained, favor of Google, and I can get a little bit more aggressive with my strategies. But yeah, it's just to get things
But
kind of moving.
to get back to your question, can it be 100% pillow links to get to that around 200 RD mark that Google apparently is showing on the first page? I would say absolutely not. Uh,
Well,
Go ahead.
I think like what's the main thing that's important about this question is that it's not dependent on how many backlinks you have that's going to get you to that position. The quality of backlinks is a immense variable that can kind of change the amount of backlinks that you'd need to compete with another site. What we preach here at Sir Links a lot is diversification of your backlink profile is key to doing well and then keeping longevity in rankings. So what I would say is, first off, if you're asking this question, probably have a look at a couple of our articles, what makes a quality backlink and link diversity. We've got 2 articles on those things that'll kind of help explain these things. But never use the amount of referring domains or backlinks that a website has going to it as so that's what I need to rank, because it's not quite that simple.
Yeah, it's more of like it's
Um,
more of a so you want to pull up the website, you want to actually look at their backlinks. You know, it will show some pillow links in there, but I'm pretty sure what you're going to see for a top ranking site is a pretty good mix of stuff. You'll see some pillow links, but you're going to see a good amount of basically things that are like niche edits and guest posts, or just links from like local sites or whatever they're doing. Links from relevant, real websites that are not just links that you can go out and anyone can get, like pillow links generally are. Um, yeah. Do you have anything else to add, Nick?
that's about it.
So yeah, as far as the best strategy goes, yeah, like Nick said, that number is not some like magic number. A lot of it just depends on quality, and you can often get, you can rank, maybe the top couple sites have around 200 backlinks. A lot of time you can even outrank them with fewer backlinks if you're using, the higher authority stuff.
Hmm.
If your links are basically better, then maybe you use your anchor text a little bit more smartly. That doesn't necessarily mean aggressive, but smartly. Uh,
And I guess based on the last portion of this question, because I feel like we've had people, come ask us to audit a site or to, any number of questions where we answer, you need authority links. We would use guest posts and niche edits to move on to this next portion. And then, we come to find, they come back to us a month later and they're like, it didn't work. And they purchased pillow style links, thinking that it's just they need more RD, but not all RD are created equal, right? So the only place I would think, pillow links alone would be enough to rank a site,
Small
and this would
local
still be
niche.
iffy, is like small local metro niche. You can probably get in there, but yeah, it wouldn't be something that I would ever advise anybody do as a set plan. But yeah, not all links are created equal. And just because you've got 200 or 300 pillow links from
Or even a
directories,
thousand.
etc., yeah, it's not necessarily going to help you beat out a site that's got 200, especially depending on the quality of those 200.
Yeah, we probably hammered this into the ground by now, but like, so Ahrefs saying you need around 200 links, which we don't really listen to what Ahrefs says. We like to actually look at it ourselves.
Yeah.
But let's just say the top ranking sites have about 200. So you say, okay, I need about 200. So yeah, you could have like 1,000 pillow links, and I wouldn't expect to outrank them if you just built 1,000 pillow links. Or you could even build like 1,000 links from real websites that are like DR1, like super low authority. That might be a little bit better, but I would actually still expect them not to outrank it, especially over the long term.
I will say,
It,
unless those small sites are extremely niche down and relevant to like a certain subject matter that's very
mhm.
targeted, like a metro or specific product or something like that. But even still, it's honestly harder to get those links than it is to just procure higher end links. So,
Yeah, I would just go
ease
go
of
for like
access.
mid. Yeah, go for mid and high authority. Same suggestion we gave you when we did the audit for you. Just go mid to high authority, guest posts and edits. We really wouldn't focus too much on pillow links because you seem to have a good amount already. You could do, another blast every now and then if you want to, but the large majority of your time or your budget will go towards the guest posts and niche edits, and relevant sites or relevant articles.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully that helps. And he's got one more question about that. When do we know that we have enough pillows and the page is ready for the power links such as guest posts and niche edits. Uh, if you're talking about a fresh site, um, so I don't really exactly have like a set number that I do. So like for example, our pillow links packs have about 30 links in them. And on top of that, stuff like your profile, your big profiles that you should be setting up, stuff like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Those count as links as well. Um, so if you're setting up like all your big profiles and then you're doing like a blast of diversity links or pillow links or whatever, um, as far as getting started goes, that's generally pretty good right there. What do you think about that, Nick? Do you have like a certain number that you have in mind, or do you just kind of set up the big stuff, maybe do a blast of
I
pillows?
guess I'll just give an example, right? So last campaign that I really had to work heavily, so ground up campaign, age domain. Um, I'm still going to do new pillows to it because it's a form of showing like reactivation of the brand, etc. in my eyes. That's the way I see it anyway. And I started off, it already had 500 RD, but let's say it was fresh, I could still hypothetically do this. I went very aggressive with the types of pillows that I went after. And again, we're just doing it to the homepage, naked brand, generic type stuff. And I probably hit it with around 200 pillow links or so, alongside guest posts and niche edits.
Oh, 200 of only pillow links,
Yeah.
pillow links,
hmm
not low authority edits.
Well, no, and then on top of that, I also did all varying degrees of guest posts and niche edits. This
What
is going
kind
to be like a
of
more advanced tactic, right?
what
But
kind of pillow links were you doing?
all kinds, forums, directories, blog commenting, social profiles,
Gotcha.
you name it. Just really whatever I could get my hands on, especially since it was an international campaign.
hmm
Um, may as well just kind of blow it out of the water. And then that allows me a lot of opportunity to go after different directories and different geolocations, etc. So we're not doing a whole bunch of auto-generated junk spam. This is just, spending quite a bit of money on pillow linking itself. But regardless, let's say I even took that down. I would probably still start my first month heavy on pillow linking. So like 80% pillow linking, 80-90%, and then 10-20% niche edits guest posts, but using them as pillow style links in the sense that I'm going to the homepage with naked branded generic anchors. What
Yeah.
I'm looking for before I decide to get more aggressive with my anchors and I start moving away from pillow links altogether is that I'm resonating in the SERPs again. So, the website is revived, it's trusted in Google's eyes, it's resonating with the brand, etc. And then I can start moving a bit more. Now, mind you, this isn't a 5-page site I'm talking about doing something like this too. Everything has to match up as far as like the big picture goes. So, for a new local 5-page site, you're always going to want to check your competition first to make sure that you're not just completely blowing them out of the water in aspects to the amount of referring domains you have going to yours. um, that's going to help gauge kind of how moderate or aggressive you can be with your backlinking campaign. But yeah, I hope that's not too confusing. But the point being that so long as you're using it or using these initial links to your home page with naked brand and generic, you can get away with being fairly aggressive early on. And this includes heavy pillow linking alongside using guest posts and niche edits as well, even as early as the first month.
Yeah.
It's more so when you start targeting inner pages and changing from generic style anchors to money style anchors that you're going to want to make sure that you've been trusted and kind of verified in Google's crawler's eyes.
So as far as like when you can start doing guest posts and niche edits, I would say you could start doing them month one.
Yeah.
Like do your pillow links first, but then yeah, you can start month one. You can start doing your guest posts and niche edits. Just don't do that many of them. Go slowly with them and build
hmm
them only to your homepage, like Nick said. only with natural anchor text, like Nick said, branded anchors, URL anchors, generic anchors, all to your homepage. And yeah, just go slowly with them. That might only mean adding, well, kind of depends on the size of your site and the amount of pillows you did, I guess, just what you got going on. But it might only mean, like a couple of these types of links per month in the beginning. And
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, and then what you're looking for, like Nick said, before you start getting more aggressive with your anchor text, like using money anchors or sending links to inner pages and stuff, is you're just looking for the site to actually start ranking for some organic keywords that are, related to your site. You're looking for your keywords and your traffic graphs to be going up in Ahrefs. And we're not talking about like the in the very beginning when it's just like kind of blipping stuff in and out, but a constant like steady upstream of traffic and keywords. Google's understanding what your site's about, and things are starting to be a little more solidified than once I just see some sites in the beginning where people are like going between like 0 and 10 traffic or something, and it's just kind of like blipping, and they think they can start getting aggressive because they're starting to see some traffic
Yeah.
there. So I wouldn't say it's quite ready. You want to see a nice, constant um,
It basically just
increase.
pops up. Ahrefs is going to show, a nice movement upward, steady trajectory.
Yeah. So yeah, month one you can start after you do your pillows. Yeah, just be conservative. Homepage, natural anchors.
Yep.
All right. I think we've got a couple more questions before we get out of here. Oh, actually, those two questions, those were our last two questions.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought they
Yeah, perfect timing
I
too.
thought they were related to the audit, but that's actually my bad. Those were from a comment that was left. So yeah, I think we can go ahead and stop there. I'm not seeing any other questions right now. Yeah, okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and stop there for today. We actually did really well on time. We're pretty much exactly where we should be. Um,
Internet held up pretty well too.
yeah, yeah, it didn't one too bad. Looks like you got the mobile studio set up pretty nicely.
Yeah.
Um, Yeah, so yeah, sorry guys again for, not being on the exact schedule. As you can tell, we've still got some stuff moving around. Nick's in a different location for the next few months, but you'll be getting more set up out there anyways. So we'll
Yeah.
we'll at least be on. We should be pretty steady, wouldn't you
Time.
say, for
Yeah,
the
every
next few
Wednesday at
months?
noon. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, and then of course you'll have to be making another move at some point, but at least for the time being, hopefully we'll be back on a normal schedule. Um, yeah, so hopefully our answers helped you out today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, join our Facebook group, SEO Roundtable, all that good stuff if you haven't already. It really helps us out. And we will see you next time.